there everybody, my name is Boomer Brown and welcome back to Stellaris. I think we are on episode 6 at this point, and as promised we may remember that we met with an alien civilization doing a science survey in one of our systems. I think it's the Octu system or something like that, and we have established communications with this Avarrian Dominion. Successful translating of their language. We have established communications with the Avarrian Dominion. Diplomatic channels are now open and all hostilities have been terminated. Excellent. Okay, doke.
Fascinating beings appear to have mastered spaceflight, just as we have. We should strive to learn more about them.
Okie doke. So let's figure out who these guys are. Interstellar Brownian Technocracy. First contact with the Avarrian Dominion. And they are very regal and wearing the same armor that we are wearing. And they look like they are very similar to ourselves. Option available due to Interstellar Brownian Technocracy having the xenophile ethic. Okay, I'm definitely not starting a war. I wonder, are they? I can speak in after, and I come with a message for your depraved species. As long as you stay out of our internal affairs and treat our great leader, Emperor Yridak the First, with reverence, there may yet be peace between our nations. Together we can achieve greatness, Avarrians. I think we're going to go with the first option there. Cooperation will surely benefit us all. They don't seem like the kind of guys you want to mess with. They're probably about the same strength as ourselves, just based on the fact of what they're up to. They seem to be some kind of a very singular society as well. Just guessing at this now. I'm not really an expert yet at looking at the armor and the things and the windows and all that. So I'm just without any. I could probably look them up a little bit better in our context thing. I'm just going to say cooperation will surely benefit us all. The news that we have encountered intelligent alien life for the first time is spreading like wildfire throughout the Interstellar Brownian Technocracy. Our civilizations are fascinated by these beings, and the media is full of reports and speculation on their culture and society. The revelation that we are not alone in this galaxy has largely been greeted with celebration on Gaia, and I'm kind of celebrating it too because we haven't made contact with any other interstellar species, so it's quite good. Just like us, the aliens appear to be relative newcomers on the galactic stage, and their level of technology is similar to our own. So yeah, we could match them at least if things come to war. But I'm gonna look up and see exactly what their values are. Another note, we out here at the Most Heaven system, we have a habitable world that is about 80% habitability for us. It's a size 15 world, so it's a bit small. It's a bit smaller, a bit bigger than Gaia. I'm not really sure. We've got some. That was actually going to be my introduction. I was going to, be out looking at that planet, class F star here. Now I'm intrigued by the aliens. Let's see, Empire contacts. Let's see, let's look up the Avarrian Dominion. Oh, they really don't like us. Hold on, we're going to pause there. Okay, so they are a xenophobe. Okay. They like slavery. Okay, so these are exactly the opposite of us. They are pacifists. Conflict as a means to an end is a ridiculous concept. It is by nature destructive, destroying what was to be obtained or giving room to grow for them. Okay, so they're xenophobes, but they are pacifists and spiritualists. Okay, pacifists and spiritualists. Okay, I think their attitude to the Empire views us with suspicion and mistrust. We need to fix that, because I think they are living relatively close to us. Xenophobic isolationists, despotic empire. So they
The
don't...
diplomacy screen is where we communicate with other civilizations.
Okay.
Here we can declare war, form alliances, and
Declare war,
implement trade
no.
deals with our neighbours, amongst other things.
Okay. Can't we set up some kind of a establish an embassy with them? Relationships by 1 every month to a maximum of plus 100. We can maintain that for a total of... We can maintain a total of 3 at the same time. I would kind of like to make friends with these guys. Just, will I make friends with them? If there is a science-based... but they are pacifists. And I kind of don't really want to be killing everybody. It's a hard decision to make. I think I'll just go ahead and set up this, because I think we're going to be running into them pretty soon. And we don't want any border tensions, just because of where they seem to be coming from. I think they're coming up from the portion of the galaxy near that system we just colonized, because that seems to be where their ship came from. So I'm going to go ahead and set up an embassy. The hell with it. We can always remove it later. We can only set up a maximum of 3 embassies, and hopefully distance between Okul and Avar. Okay, so 61.4. I'm assuming that's light years. Okul and Spacia. Shortest distance. I think that's 61.4 light years between our nearest thing. So yeah, they do seem to be coming up from Okul, or Okul, and so Avar must be their capital or their home world. And so 61.4 light years, so it's a couple of stars over at least. Oh, never mind. There they are. Right. Okay. So they came down this way. So who's over here? This could get interesting. They may stand in our way. We need to start exploring out here and maybe try cut them off to some degree. It'd be nice to have them. They only seem to have 2 stars in their system, so they will be looking to expand. Have we got any idle science ships? What? Okay, they're oh, okay. These are the systems they're in. I thought they were the names of the ships. So yeah, the Incandor. Okay, let's find out which ship is closest. Well, we're just going to hit play again and let things progress. So which ship is closest? Who's this? This is the Lurian. Is this the Incandor over here? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to, after this, we're going to send the send the Lurian over this way. No, we're going to send it this way. We want to try and conquer up as much space as possible. I am being a little bit aggressive. I was kind of trying to preserve. I don't want to wipe them out. But at the same time, I would like to work with them and maybe try and amalgamate them into our own thing, because they would be very helpful in colonizing the tropical worlds that we cannot colonize. And so if they became part of us or joined us in some way, I don't actually know how that mechanic works, but I'm going to have a lot of fun figuring it out. So yeah, that's kind of my plan, is to kind of block them from getting too big, so that maybe we could have the upper hand on them. And I mean, our emperors are about the same size, but if I can colonize a couple of stars over here, and it looks like there's a habitable world here. Let's actually head in and have a look. Ooh, something warping in there. So they could be looking at this world as well. Excuse me. Let's see what's where's the habitable world here. Okay, oh dear. This doesn't look like it's habitable at all. Human rocky, okay, so they have the advantage there. And they're probably going to colonize this pretty soon. As I say, it's not habitable for us. Oh, and they're already out surveying it. The Avarrian Dominion. The ADS Crazy Hatchling. It's a brilliant name for a ship. Oh my god, I like that. The crazy hatchling. Yeah. I kind of like that, actually. So, yeah. Habitable Arctic colonization. We do not have Arctic colonization. Oh, yeah, we're tundra. We're not Arctic. Cats. We are tundra cats. Yeah, I really... Oh, that is terrible. Okay, survey complete. Ooh, okay. Through our survey of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data on alien life forms. Many of our older theories on the development of life have been disproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are being displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Exobiology on Gaia. Okay, so we went off and brought back a bunch of aliens. Okay, I didn't realise that was happening. The public is enthralled, and many donations have come in to aid the continued search for strange life forms. Okay, I didn't realise we were doing taxidermy on alien species and bringing them back to Gaia. Appears we are. Okay, no harm. Well, it is harm, I suppose, but for the aliens that we brought back, maybe they're just fossils and things that we're bringing back, but I would doubt it. Yeah. Okay. So this science ship is now sitting idle, and we need to find something for it to do. So we need to get... Okay, so we cannot seem to jump to that. We don't have border access to the Avarrian Dominion, so that's in their dominion. Okay, we need to get over here. We need to try and cut them off as best we can to stop them getting too big, because we're not an exact match for these guys. Just a social thing speaking. So this world is not really habitable. Let's get in here again and see what this habitable world is. Yes, Most Haven. Lovely planet, actually, with some very nice rings. That is actually quite beautiful. And our starship has warped out of here now. So, should we start a colony ship and try and get control of this? It would kind of behoove us to do that. Behoove, my god, who am I turning into? Yeah, I think I really want to sort of try and get a colony ship up there. Especially to make room for more modules and allow for the construction of larger ships. Or do we want to build a colony ship? I think we want to expand and kind of cut those guys off as quickly as is humanly possible. Or as quickly as is Brownian possible. So again, these guys have... Oh, something went wrong. Encounter the shoal. We have encountered some form of alien vessel in the shoal system. These strange objects have been flagged as Zeta aliens until we can learn more about them. We should proceed with caution, most definitely. We're going to just grab those guys and start building the colony ship. Hostiles. Okay. So the shoal system. Hostile Zeta aliens. Okay, so we may... Okay, I'm going to pause for a moment because there's a lot happening here and I don't want to lose track of stuff. So it seems as though we have someone occupying this system already. Who they are... Oh dear, these seem like a pretty big deal. They're probably on the same level as ourselves, and the Avarrians. What they're like and what they're up to. This seems to be their system. Or is it their system? What kind of a ship is that? Is that an alien space station? Space station is unknown. Could be a mining vessel, or it could be a planet. These could be molluscoids or insectoids or something. Okay, so that is kind of blocking off that system for them and blocking it off for us. We are evading, I think. Yeah. Okay. So where's the Nomentar system? Okay, so this system is looking kind of okay. Yeah, so I'm happy to let that just happen. Further system has been okay, so that's that other system evading the hostile fleet. Fleet order finish the currently guarding is an Oku system. Okay, so let's get in actually and take a little look at our first colony, Grandara. Okay, so we need to build a spaceport. We can't build a spaceport just yet. Okay. So we have no governor. Okay, it didn't. Did it get rid of the? Was it food that we were looking for here? It was food that we were looking for here. So the mining. We should probably have put ourselves up there, shouldn't we? We do need the food, but we also want the resources. We're going to let that be for now. I'm going to put a basic hydroponics farm in here, which is going to boost this to 3. Hydroponics farm requires planetary administration on the planet. Okay, so if we apply a governor, so Governor of Ladrig Den Rotorag, age 58, he is governing happiness to. Oh, excuse me. He is governing. Just hiccuping into the microphone, and that amuses me for some reason. So we're going to recruit a new governor. Roderick Den Vlathrag isn't. Vlathrag. Priam. Or Piriam. Oh no, I thought it was Priam. So he has a long lifespan. This guy's particularly eager for assignment. Leader recruitment cost minus 33%. Okay. This leader is particularly eager for an assignment. I would like the long-lived governor a little bit more. His lifespan is plus 25 years. Resilient and in excellent physical condition, dramatically increasing life expectancy. I think I'm going to recruit him, and I'm going to put him as governor of Grandara. So our population is quite small, our outputs are quite tiny, and let's have a look at the surface. We were trying to build a farm. What are we missing now? Requires planetary administration. X requires planetary administration on planet. Don't we have planetary administration? Isn't he our administrator? Oh, I'm not actually sure. Maybe I am. I'm not actually sure now what's happening there. I'm obviously missing out on something. We'll just leave it for now, and I'll probably look it up at some point. Or will I? No, I'm going to go in and I'm going to start a basic hydroponics farm down here, which will kind of give us a little bit of extra food down there to kind of help bolster things and keep things going and get the exports up and running. Okay, so I think that's everything out of there. Heading off the map. So yeah, the shoal system, not something we want, so he's going to walk back to Fulbadan. Most Haven is probably where we're going to target with our colony ship, and just to shut down the so we can't get in there because that is belonging to them. Let's go to Waldor. Sounds like something from Game of Thrones. We're going to warp there. We're going to close that. And we're going to unpause. And we'll see if they are...
hostile fleet.
Oh dear. Okay. So he's going to flee back to there. Well, he's unevasive. We'll let him head back. Yeah, evasive stance. Where's our other science ship? What's this up to? Okay, so this is dealing with... Oh, okay. We're going to pause. So we've got a 15% success. Oh, wow, he's up to 4 stars. That is excellent. Sensor echoes have indicated the presence of some kind of unidentified object deep within the atmosphere of this gas giant. And it is a beautiful gas giant with some nice rings. Failure risk, we're going to research that for sure. It'll give us some hidden knowledge, I'm sure. Field order finished with your standard colony under in the Occult system. I am aware of that. Evading the hostile fleet, and yeah. Wait, what was that one? I don't actually know. I assumed it was something to do with this. Okay, so the Incandor. What is next for our little... well, yeah, okay, we have to get this guy back on track and heading out to investigate the Wildor system. Just letting him get back to... There we go. He's out of warp, and so we can send the message to him. Interestingly enough, how we can actually communicate. Well, I suppose if we can manage to travel across these distances, we can manage to communicate in some way through some sort of hyperspace sci-fi thingamajig. Because the idea is that these stars are enormously far apart from each other. What was it, 61 light years or something between Occult and Avar here. So yeah, that's quite a distance. If you warped into that system from there, you would see it as it was 61 years ago and not as it is now. So it's an interesting, it must be some sci-fi communication thing that's organizing an entire galactic fleet like this. Yeah, I'm nerding out again and talking about theories that I kind of barely understand myself. What was in Voon? So we've got some yeah, this was kind of desolate. There was some energy here. Stored 73. Okay, so if we got some physics research points, we could probably do a little better for ourselves in terms of research. I don't know, does it speed it up? Oh, then we do still have an anomaly down here. We can research. Where is number 4? Hold on. I am going to have a little peek here. We want to get one of our better scientists. Who's this? Okay, science ship. What's he up to? Let's double click, see what he's doing. Oh yeah, okay, he's surveying it already. Okay, failure. Pity. These graphics are beautiful. These appear on the loading screen as well. They're absolutely incredible. If there truly is an object somewhere beneath the atmosphere of Nomantar 4, it lies far too deep to be detected by the sensors of the good ship Ikandur. Science officer jargon, Den Holus has abandoned the search. Very unfortunate. We cannot penetrate the gas clouds with our sensors, which is actually something of a problem in real life with analysing what may be going on gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn, and what's actually driving the weather systems there, like the giant red spot, which can appear and disappear from time to time. And wow, that is pretty. That is very pretty. I love the stars in this. I mean, okay, everything is oh, a B star. Ooh, yeah, they're very rare stars. Particularly, it's a blue star. These ones. Well, yeah, I suppose we're kind of close to the centre of the galaxy. A thing that can happen is that two kind of normal-ish size stars, they call them blue stragglers. Two normal stars can collide and merge to form an enormous blue star close to the center of the galaxy, where it's kind of, you know, it's not a feasible thing that they should be there in the numbers they are. Okay, we have a system survey complete, excellent. And yeah, there is a notion that some of these stars can collide and form much larger. Oh dear, hold on, something has gone wrong. The birth of space piracy. Again, this is coming much later in the game. Did I set this to easy or something? I hope I didn't. Certain irrational and criminal elements of our society have left Gaia to seek and outlaw's life in the far reaches of space. In a display of surprising ingenuity, these brigands have heavily modified and weaponized a large number of civilian starships. Our civilian shipping lanes are now being raided by this impoverished Starfleet, which identifies itself as the Doom Pact. A prompt response is needed. These nonconformists will be dealt with. I'm just going to pause again for a moment. So yeah, the blue straggler, stars collide and they form these large blue stars that shouldn't exist in such large numbers, or something to that effect anyway. Let's go and deal with our pirate fleet. Where the heck do they spawn from? Are they visible on the map? We're just going to let things play for a little while and see if they're visible on the map. So we've got fleets in... We have the first Apollo Guard on standby. We will surely soon see them if they do appear. Okay, we still can't really do anything with you. I would like to try and start getting into some of the mining of this area, but I would like to construct the thingamajig first, the outpost, so that we can get control of the star system. But before that, I want to get the colony set up here to kind of try and slow down the Avar's progress. Oh yes, how are things going in Wind Galaxy? What is it? The Windor System. Windor Galaxy. Windor System. Anything looking habitable here? Nothing habitable, I don't think. A barren world, yeah. I don't think there's going to be anything happening here for us. A Class A star. Oh yes, these relatively young white or bluish white main sequence stars are typically among the most visible to the naked eye. They are large and rotate very quickly, but will eventually evolve into slower, cooler red giants. Has been detected on a direct course with the Apollo system. Okie doke. It is time. Fleet detected. The Doom Pact has detected a direct course with the Apollo system. Okay, so let's get the Apollo first guard. Okay, the Apollo first guard. Let's get in here. Where are they? 104 versus 100. Oh my, that's not good. Let's get the Raider fleet back here as well. From the Okra system, or the Okra system. And we're going to take the Apollo. We're going to take these guys down as fast as is possible. And I do want a little bit of backup, just to be sure that we, and look at our little corvettes heading out there at the rate of knots, trying to intercept these interlopers before they cause any damage to our mining facilities or anything like that. And they've warped away. Yeah, so what direction did they warp in? Urantok. Okay. Urantok, intel level low. Okay. So they warped off in that direction. We could be getting some problems in Okul, so we are going to move the Raider fleet back to Voon, just to be ready to intercept. It'll only be a single jump then. And we might actually move the first Apollo guard back there as well, because it seems like those pirates are kind of hanging out in that system. Just saving there.
Research complete.
So we'll see how that happens. Okay, we can get rid of that. Fleet detect. Oh, they're back. Hold on. Also, the Doom Pact. Okay. They're out at Unif now. I'm gonna pause. So how many of them are there? We're gonna bring our raiders out here. We're going to intercept them. And we're going to use the first pirate fleet to intercept them as well. Hunter class. Okay, so we're on the move for them. We're going to play and we're going to see just what happens. So are we heading for them? Okay, they already warped out to Voon. We're going to pause. We're going to head into the Unif System and we're going to bring these guys in just to back things up. It'll help to minimize our losses a little bit. It's probably a little bit of overkill, but so hopefully we'll be able to catch them. There we go. Okay, we are locked onto them. And the raider fleet is going to intercept them first and hopefully catch up to them. We do have a speed advantage on them, so we're stopped. We're waiting. Come along. Oh no, they're heading straight for my mining thing, I think, which is what they're interested in the first place. So it's a lucky thing we spotted them. They're going to do a hell of a lot of damage before we have a chance to get out to them.
Under attack.
Oh wow, we are coming in fast. Okay, yeah, there we go. There's the problem. Okay, we have got a space battle on our hands. Oh, and it's running in their favor already. Yeah, we're taking damage. Our second fleet, the first Apollo Guard, are about to warp in, and our Raider Fleet Alpha are en route. These guys have picked a fight on the wrong day. Two fleets. I normally didn't have this before when I've encountered pirates. So these guys are going to get absolutely taken apart. We have got quite the advantage here. There we go. So our little mining station, a little bit damaged, but it'll be fine. Oh wow. These things are using some kind of projectile weapons, I think. I'm not actually sure what kind of weapons these guys use. Let's just close off that. And we're getting some lag. Actually, I might just open it up again. Oh, we are taking them to town. Have we lost? Oh no, I think we've lost some. We've lost a raider, have we? Oh, we've almost lost another raider. Oh dear, I hit the microphone. Apologies about that. Can't seem to select them and get them out of there. So they just seem to have to. I think we've defeated them. Raider fleet. Okay. I'm just gonna pause. Oh, okay. Gone. Okay, scientific research. Let's get back to the admin before we analyse what happened after the battle. Noxious swamp removal. Didn't we have noxious swamps on Okra that we needed? Nox intel survey data. Outpost ward manual. Didn't we have noxious swamps that was blocking something important on Okra? We did, I think. So we're going to get Jargam Den Pyrium to research that. I thought he was out on a starship. It's probably another Pyrium that's out administering to the planet, or administering to a starship. Time project. We have a special project on a time limit. Consider starting. Do not miss this opportunity. Okay, so we have debris to. Oh, we've got 2 debris to remove. So we're going to track this in the map. Have we got any idle? Ah, yes, we have 2 idle. So we're going to click research. We're going to. So we need a science ship out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out which science ship is closer. What is this? The Encandor, which is completed its survey of this star, I think. Yeah. So we're going to bring that out here. We're going to warp in here. We are going to research project. And we're going to go shift and right click again and research project. So it'll warp in and kind of take care of that all by itself. So that we can gain some intel about the ships that they hijacked from ourselves. It doesn't really make sense, but okay, our fleets are in a little bit of trouble. Attack target, we need to fleet stance, create new fleet, upgrade fleet, repair fleet, click to move to the floor space, but yep, that's what we want to do, and we want to send the Apollo fleet back. Fleet has maximum health. Okay, so they just arrived at the right moment, and well, I think we're actually let's take a look at the map. Yeah, I think bringing them back to Apollo is probably, or maybe Hixeros. Will we bring them to Hixeros? I think we'll bring them out to Hixeros. We want them kind of in a central location. We'll just bring them back to Apollo. Yeah, we'll bring them back to Gaia. So the first Apollo guard can come back to the Apollo system. And we're going to unpause that and let that develop. So that was great. We dealt with those nasty little pirates. And just looking at the time, I'll probably deal with these in the next episode. We have probably gone over again. I am getting very I really am loving this. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. You have been watching Bloomer Brown on YouTube, and I will see you next time.